Good morning, guys. I hope you are having a fabulous day. Wanted to go ahead and we haven't talked about subtracting across zeros or with many or multiple zeros. So I wanted to go ahead and do a couple examples with you with those. Attached at the bottom is something called practice page. That's what this is. Okay, so that's what we're going to go over is this page today. We'll talk about the example at the top, and then we will go over the 6 at the bottom, and we will do those together. And hopefully that will take any questions you have. And if not, make sure that you call me, okay? All right, so what they have is our 500 minus 247. We always start in our ones place, but we can't take and subtract in one place because 7 is bigger than 0, and you can't take 0 minus 7. So we go next door. Wait a minute, there's a 0 there too, so I can't regroup using that either. So I have to continue and go all the way to the hundreds place. That's where I can start my regrouping. So I take 1 from the 5, and that's where the 4 comes, and that 1 then goes next door. So then that allows me to then regroup one more time, and that's where we move over here. And now that 0 becomes a 10. This 10 has now become a 9 because we had to regroup from that one, and our 4 is still there. And this allows us to then go down here at the bottom and get the answer because 10 minus 7 is 3, 9 minus 4 is 5, and 4 minus 2 is 2. So we're going to start down here at the bottom. I'm going to do them on my whiteboard so it's nice and big. We'll do one at a time. And again, if you're having any questions or if you're not sure of something I've said, please contact me and I will definitely help you. So the very first one is 900 minus 285. Okay, always make sure you line things up. We always start in our ones place, and that's the very right one. I can't take 0 minus 5, so this involves going next door. Well, I can't take 0 minus 8. So just like that first example, we have to go all the way to the hundreds place to start our regrouping. I'm going to take 1 and I write that number up there. And now that makes this 0 no longer 0, it's now 10 tens. Okay? And then I can regroup again. So regrouping 3 times. 1, 2, and now 3 to bring it over here. So that 10 now becomes a 9, and that becomes a 10. That is a whole lot. So again, we're going to do another example. So if that was too quick, or you're still not sure, don't panic. All right, 10 minus 5 is 5. 9 minus 8 is 1. And 8 minus 2 is 6. So 615. Okay. All right, now let's go ahead and we'll do the next one. It's 600 minus 457. All right, all of these that I'm going to, or not all, but most, we have to go all the way over to the hundreds place because, again, starting with those zeros, we can't subtract. So I take 1, or borrow as I used to call it, from the hundreds, and I'm going to give that to my tens place. So that's where the 10 comes in. And now I'm going to regroup again and give 1 from my tens place to my ones place. So I take 1 from the 10, and now becomes a 9. And now that 0 becomes a 10. Okay? So again, you take 1 from the 6, that becomes the 5, that goes here. That's where this 10 came from. And now I can regroup again. That's where that 9 comes in. And we make our ones place a 10. And now we can subtract again. So 10 minus 7 is 3. 9 minus 5 is 4. And 5 minus 4 is 1 for 143. All right, hopefully, again, I'm not going too quick for anybody. It's hard to tell whenever you're talking to just a computer screen and not an actual bunch of kids. So If I'm going too fast in these, let me know and I'll make sure I slow down for the next one. 646. This is the third example on that paper. All right, well, we didn't start with a 0, but we still can't subtract 3 minus 6. So I still have to go next door. Can't regroup from a 0. So again, we went all the way to the hundreds place. You don't always have to do that. If I could regroup here, I don't have to go next door. But because I can't, I do have to go to the 8 in the hundreds place. So I take 1 from the 8. That becomes a 7. That 1 that I took there now goes next door, and that 0 becomes a 10. 10 tens. And now I can regroup one more time. And again, as I called it, borrow. Borrowed, that's where that 9 now comes in. And the 3 becomes a 13. And now everything on top is bigger, and we can subtract. 13 minus 6. Let's see, that would be 7. 9 minus 4 is 5. And 7 minus 6 is 1 for 157. All right, we're getting down. We have 3 more to go. Hopefully it's starting to make some sense. Just remember, if the top number is too small and you can't subtract, you have to go next door. All right, our fourth one is 200 minus 84. All right, again, starting at our ones place, I can't subtract 0 minus 4, so I go next door. I can't subtract 0 minus 8, so again, have come all the way to the hundreds place. I'm going to borrow, and the one I borrowed comes next door and becomes a 10. And now we can borrow again or regroup and take 1 from there, and now this becomes a 10. And again, everything now on the top is bigger, so we can subtract. 10 minus 4 is 6. 9 minus 8 is 1. And 1 minus nothing in there just leaves us with 1 for 116. All right. 2 more, guys. 2 more. Number 5 is 500 minus 249. All right, so can't take 0 minus 9. We go next door. Can't do 0 minus 4. So again, we go next door. I can regroup from 5 minus 2. So when I regroup, that 1 goes next door and makes that 0 into a 10. And then I regroup one more time. The 10 becomes a 9. And the 1 that I regrouped goes next door. 10 minus 9 is 1. 9 minus 4 is 5. And 4 minus 2 is 2. Now, if you're like, why is she doing all that? That's why I like this at the top, because it shows you with these number blocks how we're starting with that block of them, the cube, or not the cube, but that big square of them, the hundreds. That was 10 tens. And then we take one of those and then break it down into little ones. So each time you're taking one and breaking them apart, and that's why we are able to regroup like that. All right, and the last one, guys. The last one on the paper. 407 minus 284. All right, well, yay! The very first one that we come to is 7 minus 4. I don't have to regroup. 7 is bigger than 4. Yay! So 7 minus 4, we don't have to do anything. We can straight subtract it. That leaves us with 3. Oh, but now I'm right back to where we're having to regroup because I can't do 0 minus 8. So we go next door. At least we didn't have to go far because next door had one we could borrow, which makes the 10, the 0 that was there in the tens place, now a 10. 10 minus 8 is 2, and 3 minus 2 is 1, or 123. Simple as 1, 2, 3. All right, guys. I hope that helped. Again, if you are still having questions, please let me know. Contact me, call, text, email, whatever works for you. But I hope you are having a fantastic day again, and I will see you guys later. Bye.